The machines around my brother hissed in slow, mechanical breaths. Beep, beep, beep. Each sound reminded me he was still alive, but barely. His hand felt cold in mine, his skin too pale, like he was fading quietly beneath fluorescent lights. My phone buzzed. Her name lit up the screen, my wife. I answered. Her voice was sharp, rushed. "Tomorrow's my sister's birthday. Come help with the prep." "I can't." My voice was steady, hollow. "My brother is fighting for his life." A pause. Then a blade. Then, "You're cut off." Click. I stared at the phone. I didn't call her back. I didn't beg. I blocked her. Right there, in the ICU, without hesitation. Because some things break too clean to fix. The next morning, my brother opened his eyes. His first words were a whisper. "There's something you need to know." I should have known. Some betrayals don't fall from the sky. They drip. Slow. Like a leak in the ceiling you pretend isn't there until the roof caves in. The way she'd pulled away in the past few months. The quiet contempt when I chose my brother's bedside over her parties. The way she smiled around me, but never at me. I thought she was just angry, tired, restless. I thought I'd fix it when things calmed down, but some cracks were already wide enough to swallow me whole. When my brother's voice returned, weak but steady, he asked me to lean closer. Said he'd heard things, seen things, from his hospital bed while I stepped outside to take her calls. Calls where she'd laugh, calls where she'd whisper to someone else, not me. He told me there was another man, someone familiar, someone I wouldn't expect. And suddenly her coldness wasn't a mystery, it was strategy. I left the hospital late that night, didn't go home, didn't call her. I started pulling threads, quietly, phone records, messages she thought were deleted, bank statements linked to accounts I never knew she had. I traced the names, the transfers, the hotel bookings. The man? Her sister's husband. Family dinners flashed through my memory like jagged glass. Laughter that now rang hollow. She wasn't just pulling away, she was replacing me. Strategically, effortlessly. Every errand she'd sent me on, every late-night girls' event, it all lined up. The betrayal wasn't impulsive, it was planned. And she thought I'd be too distracted, too loyal, too spineless to see it. I gathered the evidence, stacked it, memorized it, not for confrontation, not for revenge, for clarity. Because sometimes you need to see the whole blade before you decide how deep you want to cut back. I sent her one message, just 4 words. I know. All of it. The typing bubbles appeared, flickered, vanished. Then her call came through. I let it ring, let it burn. When I finally answered, her voice trembled, a sound I'd never heard from her before. "You don't understand." "I do." Silence. The kind that cuts skin. "It wasn't supposed to be like this," she whispered. "You were always distant, obsessed with your brother. I needed someone else." She didn't deny it, didn't cry, didn't apologize. She tried to pivot, tried to negotiate her way back into my life, like this was a misstep, a technicality we could revise. But I'd already made my move. The accounts were closed. The house title, transferred. The assets, gone. I was never coming home. And I didn't need to say it. She could feel it. I mailed her everything. The photos, the statements, the timelines. I didn't send a letter, didn't sign my name. She would know. That was enough. I sold the house a week later. The car, the joint investments, the holiday bookings she thought we'd still take. Erased. Piece by piece, I disappeared from the life she built on my back. Her last voicemail broke somewhere between panic and disbelief. "You're destroying everything. You can't just walk away from this. You can't." But I already had. The true power wasn't in the leaving, it was in how quietly I left. No screaming, no bargaining, no final scene. Just silence. That's what would haunt her the most. I sat beside my brother's bed weeks later. His color had returned. His laugh came easier. When I told him I was gone, for good, he didn't try to change my mind. He just nodded. "She didn't deserve you," he said. Maybe. Or maybe I just finally stopped giving myself to people who only knew how to take. Sometimes revenge isn't fire. It's a locked door. It's a phone that never gets answered. A life that's rewritten without their name in the margins. They think the worst thing you can do is rage. But no. The worst thing you can do is forget them completely. And that's exactly what I did.